to solve another Leetcode problem 1419, minimum number of frogs croaking. So for this problem, we are giving a string croak frogs, which represents a combination of string croak. So for first example, there's a croak and another croak. So that is multiple frogs can croak at the same time. So multiple croak are mixed. So this means the croak is mixed, and we're gonna check how many frogs are croaking at the same time. So we're gonna return the minimum number of different frogs to finish all the croaks in the given string. And for this problem, even though there's a little bit description, but it's really difficult to understand. I mean, if we don't understand the problem, basically we cannot solve it. So the valid croak means a combination of 5 letters, but it must be in sequence. So this means it must be in sequence of CROAK. So the frogs have to be create all 5 letters to finish a croak. So for the first frog, it must finish all those 5 letters in sequence to finish the croak. So this means if this is a frog, it finishes a croak, and then this frog can still try to finish another croak. So it's gonna be yelling croak twice, but there can only be one frog. So this is the difficult part to understand. And for the second part, if we are having the first croak, so for this K, if we are finding this K, this capital K, this means at least we should know there should be a frog finished croaking. But inside there are some characters C. So this means inside there's another frog. So if inside there's another frog, this letter C, it means the minimum gonna be 2 frogs. So if we are finding this K, it's gonna finish the croak, but it's gonna be 2 frogs. So this is the difficult part to understand. If you understand this, basically you should know how to solve the problem. And for this one, we are going to have a croak CROAK. This is okay, but for the next, it is a CROOK. Definitely, it is not okay. So that is why we're gonna return a -1. And this is also easy to check. But how can we check the second case? And what is the meaning of the return? So the return is the minimum number of different frogs to finish all the croaks in the given string. So for a random frog, if this frog were to finish the croak, it must be finish a sequence. It's gonna be CROAK. But in between, there can be any other kind of different characters. And we should know. But for this croak, after going to this K, definitely this croak gonna finish the croak. But in between, basically what inside maybe there are 5 C. So this means there are gonna be 5 crooks. If we are finding this K, and this gonna be the maximum of 5 crooks. But after finding this K, we're gonna reduce the characters of CROAK by 1, because there must be a frog finished croaking, and then we're gonna have some other characters, and we're gonna continue to check. So this is actually the difficult part to understand. Maybe I can start coding, and we're gonna try to understand one by one. So first of all, let's just try to use a counter to count the different characters inside the crooks string, because this is to check in which case it's gonna return -1. So if let's just check. So in which conditions it's gonna be a false. So we have the unique characters CROAK, and all those characters are unique. So this is easier for us to analyze. Otherwise, it's gonna be too much difficult. So the length of C.case must be equal to 5. So if it is not equal to 5, I mean, if it has different characters, maybe 4 characters or 6 characters, definitely it is not possible. So inside it's gonna be CROAK. It means it's gonna at most have 5 characters, but maybe it only has 4 characters, so it's gonna be false. So if it's not equal to 5, or length of set of c dot values. Yeah. So if inside the values they are not equal, so it means some characters, for example, O, it's gonna appear 3 times, but we need to let it appear 2 times. So this means it's gonna be a false. So if length of the set of c dot values not equal to 1, so definitely we're gonna return a -1. So this is the case it didn't meet the condition. Let me just run it to check the third case. So as you can see, the third case it is okay, because for this third case definitely it's gonna be a -1. Yeah. So for this -1 currently it is okay. Now we're gonna check the condition. So the condition for the croaking is that if we are finding a k, definitely we're gonna do something. So we're gonna use a dictionary to count it. So default dict, and inside it's gonna be integer. And then we're gonna check the characters one by one. So for characters inside the croak of frogs, so we're gonna update the dictionary. With this character, it's gonna plus equal to 1. Now we're gonna use a condition. So the condition is for all the characters if it is a right sequence. So what it's gonna be like? So the characters of C should always be more than and equal the characters of R, because we need to have such kind of sequence no matter how many of them. So the number of characters C should always be more than the number of characters R, should be more than the number of characters O, and more than and equal to the number of characters A, C R O A, and more than and equal to K. Yeah. But if it didn't meet the condition, we're gonna return a -1 immediately. So if it cannot meet such kind of condition, we're gonna return a -1 immediately. So otherwise, we're gonna check the maximum result. So we're gonna set a maximum result to be -1. And finally, I'm gonna return this result. So currently, we're gonna be the condition to check the maximum. Yeah. So if we meet this kind of condition, definitely it is not possible. We're gonna return a -1. So normally this formula should always meet. But if it didn't meet, we're gonna return a -1. So currently, after that, this means we're gonna meet such kind of a condition. Now we're gonna check this character. So if this character equals to k, definitely we're gonna do something. Yeah. So if this character equals to k, definitely we want to check what gonna be the minimum. What gonna be the minimum number of frogs croaking at this time, because we are finding this character k. So the result gonna be the maximum of the result with the maximum of d dot values. Yeah, so currently, for example, we are finding this k. We're gonna check the maximum of d dot values. So d dot values is gonna be this is say it's gonna appear 2 times, so it's gonna be 2. Yeah, in this case. But if we are finding this k, so for example, currently this k is here, and definitely we have a maximum result of 2, and actually this is gonna be the minimum number of frogs croaking. Yeah. If we are finding this k, what are we gonna do? We're gonna check all the characters. So for C inside croak, so we're gonna update this d. So for this dc, gonna minus equal to 1, because definitely we've finished 1 frogs of croaking. Yeah, and if we finish this one, so all the characters are gonna minus 1, and then we're gonna continue to check until we find this k. And if we are finding this k, definitely we're gonna also we need to check the maximum of the characters. Yeah, but before here we've already found the maximum gonna be 2, so this is okay. Yeah, even we minus this one, I mean if we are finding this case, the maximum gonna be here, the result gonna be 1 with 2, definitely it's gonna be 2, so it doesn't matter because at here we've already find the maximum. Yeah, if we find the maximum, we're gonna reduce 1, so this is why all the characters are gonna minus 1. Yeah, I think that's all about it. Let me just run it. to check. Now as you can see, it works. Now let me just submit it. Yeah, as you can see, it works, and I think the speed is okay. Definitely, this is a ON time complexity for solving such kind of a problem. Maybe you're gonna think about here, maybe, but this d dot values, this is just O1, and this is also O1, so the final time complexity is gonna be ON. So the difficult part is that we are having those kind of characters, CROAK, but if we are finding this first k, we're gonna check the maximum characters. So this gonna be the maximum frogs croaking during this period. Definitely we're gonna count this period. But after finishing this k, definitely we finish one of the frogs. So this means we're gonna update the dictionary. So all the characters gonna -1, and then we're gonna continue to check until we find the next k. If we find the next k, we're gonna still check the maximum value. Maybe it's gonna have a bigger value than before. Even we reduce all the character by 1, but still we're gonna have a bigger value. So this is the core idea for solving this problem. I think that's all about it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.